was there and spoke to the media on the red carpet. Really the first time we've heard from her since Magic Johnson stepped down. Here's what she said.
Can't really anticipate what he thinks. Like, he has to answer those questions. He's always full of surprises, and he's got good instincts. He's got to stay true to who he is and do what is right for him. I wish I would have had a little bit more notice, but I think we're going to be just fine. It was a surprise when Magic turned in his resignation. I didn't see that coming, but everything else has been, pretty much like, as any organization moves forward and makes changes going into a new season. So as much as has been speculated as what the Lakers are doing, to me, we're in a really good place and we're following our path and our plan going into the next season.
We'll get Swagoo in on this part of the conversation as well. It feels to me, Jalen, there's two separate pieces of what Jeanie Buss said last night to react to. She's trying to put the all's well here on the Lakers, and we can get to that in a minute. But let's just start with the Magic piece of that. I wish I would have had a little bit more notice, but he has good instincts. What did you make of what she said about Magic?
Well, his instincts ultimately benefited the Lakers because when he stepped down, it gave an overtone of dysfunction and doom and gloom. When he came to First Take and talked about some of the things that were happening behind the scenes, it acknowledged a level of dysfunction that we didn't necessarily know was taking place. Then all of a sudden, they hire Frank Vogel. They don't cave to public consumption and hire T. Lue and pay him what they didn't feel like he deserved and for the money. They get the number 4 pick. They have Frank Vogel. They have Lionel Hollins. You have Jason Kidd on the staff. Now all of a sudden, that pick allows you to have the assets to trade for Anthony Davis.
So you're saying you don't think this stuff happens if Magic, I mean, obviously the lottery is the lottery, but you think all the coaching stuff and all that doesn't happen under Magic?
Well, Magic said he wanted Tyronn Lue. They got Frank Vogel. He was willing to give him 5 years. They weren't willing to give him 5 years. So I'm not saying that it wouldn't have happened different if he was still a part of the team, because I think he was the lead catalyst to help them get LeBron James. But you got to give the Lakers credit for securing Anthony Davis once he stepped down.
What'd you make of all this, Marcus?
Jeanie Buss she felt slighted, and she probably wanted to curse Magic Johnson out. That's probably what she wanted to do because he took this public. And the friendship was obviously fractured at that point. Look, this is Jeanie Buss's family's legacy. We're not talking, like, we've consistently talked about the Lakers and talked about the front office. For Magic Johnson, who she considers a really close friend, a brother.
Yes.
Slighted her and put her in a bad situation. So she was saving face right there. She wanted to curse him out. I guarantee you that. And it probably was some heart-to-heart conversation between both of them because, look, it's just like any family business, Jay. If you and I have a conversation or if I'm having problems within our home, I can't go public and say I'm divorcing my friend or I'm leaving the show and then come out later and say, well, it was dysfunction with me and Greenie and Jalen and we had all of these things going on when we could have had a conversation in the green room and agreed to part ways. But I think Jeanie Buss is saving face, and it's fine because they are probably really close, and she's trying to play the public perception like it's all good, but it ain't all good.
And she won, though.
Yes.
That's the great thing. So when you have a star, when you have the Lakers franchise and that brand, you want a couple of things. One, to be contending, which they're going to be, and two, to have marquee names.
Yes.
They have 2 of the top 5 players in the game. So now she can go to the NBA awards with her head up high, understanding that they're moving in the right direction.
Let's see. They're moving in the right direction, there's no question, but they have the worst record in the NBA over the last, whatever it is, 5 or 6 years. Let's see where it turns to.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.